I'm Merely Caruso. It's Monday, August 10th. Today, a new tool in the fight against opioid overdoses.
It allows us some time while the patient is not feeling absolutely terrible to have those conversations.
A new drug to fight back against drug overdoses, how it works, and when paramedics could start giving it to patients on the street. Also today, a collision under the microscope. The province's police watchdog is investigating after a cyclist was sent to hospital. Plus, another fire at a downtown Winnipeg restaurant. Why crews were forced to tear the building down. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. People in the midst of an opioid overdose are about to get a new intervention. Soon, the Winnipeg Fire Paramedic Service will administer a new drug officials believe will improve outcomes. Joining me now live with more details is CTV's John Hendricks. So, John, what is this drug and what benefits does it offer?
Merely, it's called buprenorphine, and it's used to prevent withdrawal symptoms from opioids. Now, the Winnipeg Fire and Paramedic Service says it frequently runs into problems treating people who are overdosing from opioids. Now, once naloxone is administered, it immediately reverses the effects of the opioid. However, it doesn't help with any of the withdrawal symptoms, which can be significant and sometimes even dangerous for the patient. So officials say this often leads many people to get up and leave the area in search of drugs to numb the withdrawal symptoms that they're feeling. However, with a dose of the buprenorphine, the patient is given a reprieve from those symptoms, and that buys some time for paramedics to have a meaningful conversation with the patient and get them more care.
This is not a new medication. It's new to us in terms of pre-hospital care within the Winnipeg Fire Paramedic Service and in Manitoba, but it's a medication that has been used for this purpose in the hospital setting for quite a while already, and it's being used in other places in Canada as well.
Now, in July, the WFPS responded to just under 700 overdose calls. Sometimes they were responding to the same patient multiple times in one shift. Now, the hope is that this new drug will give paramedics a chance to bring the patient to hospital or help them get some other type of care that can help prevent another overdose.
John, are paramedics already giving this drug to patients?
Yeah, they haven't actually started giving it out just yet, Marilee. Officials say they're still working on logistics and establishing pathways for future support once the drug is administered. But they hope to begin giving it out to patients in the fall.
All right, thanks for this, John. A Winnipeg cyclist has been rushed to hospital following a crash with a police vehicle Friday night. And now the province's police watchdog has been called in to investigate. The IIU says the officers were responding to a call for assistance and were westbound on Portage Avenue as the vehicle entered the intersection of Portage and Gary Street on a green light. The cyclist traveling north on Gary also entered the intersection. The two collided and the cyclist was knocked to the ground. The IIU says the officer got out of their vehicle and provided first aid to the cyclist. She was later rushed to hospital and treated for a fractured clavicle and bruising. The IIU is asking anyone who may have witnessed the crash or have video footage to contact them. A Winnipeg City Councillor wants the city to build a major 4-lane roadway, which would become a key part of an inner ring road system. But to pay for it, Russ Wyatt suggests a fee be used that's already been struck down in the courts. Russ Wyatt says the need for such a roadway was identified and supported by council back in 2008. The plan was to call it the Ed Schreier Parkway. However, to pay for it, Wyatt suggests the city ask the province to amend the City of Winnipeg charter and give it the power to charge a transportation area fee. In 2020, a court ruled a similar impact fee was an invalid tax, and the city was forced to refund tens of millions of dollars to developers. Wyatt's idea will be discussed at the next East Kildonan Transcona Community Committee. One person has been sent to hospital after an early morning high-rise fire. Firefighters were called to this apartment building in the 500 block of Elgin Avenue around 4:30 Sunday morning. Now, a spokesperson says multiple crews responded because of the high life safety risks involved in a high-rise building fire. Smoke was found coming from inside the building as crews attacked the blaze. It took about an hour to get it under control. One person was rushed to hospital in unstable condition. The cause of the fire is under investigation. And for the third time in less than a year, a downtown Winnipeg restaurant went up in flames again. This was the scene Saturday afternoon at Bougie Restaurant at 191 Main Street. Earlier that morning, around 6 a.m., fire crews battled a blaze there. An emergency demolition of the building was ordered to ensure the fire was fully extinguished. Bougie Restaurant was previously damaged by fire on August 2nd, and arson was determined to be the cause in its original fire last October. No injuries were reported. This latest fire is under investigation. Well, it's your chance to see the world without ever having to leave the city of Winnipeg. Week 2 of Folklorama is now underway, and tonight we are visiting Egypt. CTV's Taylor Brock is showing us around. And Taylor, this is a brand new addition for Folklorama this year.
Well, we actually, 3 years ago, Dell was reminding me, one of the folks here at the pavilion, that I was here, actually. Not in this spot for the pavilion, same building, but it certainly has exploded in size. I'm assuming due to popularity, partially due to, as you can see, they're not real, by the way. These are all handmade, and yes, not exactly alive. There's nobody in there, don't worry. But the stage will be very lively tonight. I am gonna try to dance. I'm just from the corner of my eye watching them just go over some of these moves, and I'm a little afraid, but I will try, and I will be cut off if I'm about to hurt myself. But that's still to come in about 10 minutes, merrily here at the Egyptian Pavilion.
Thanks, Taylor. Let's bring in Colleen Brady now and get a first look at your Skywatch forecast. What are you tracking for us weather-wise tonight, Colleen?
Not an awful lot. And you'll notice that, of course, July was so hot, so humid. And now here we are on August 10th. But so far in this month of August, it's been far less hot, far less humid, temperatures closer to seasonal. And you can expect that for the rest of this week. That's pretty much how today has been. The rest of the week will play out similarly. For the most part, it should be a dry week, but there is the potential for rain showers in Winnipeg. But there's more than just potential for rain showers elsewhere in the province. I'll show you where coming up. But for now, let's take a look through the CTV Live Eye. It's brought to you by Bath Fitter, your bath and shower experts for more than 40 years. In Winnipeg right now, it's cloudy and 24 degrees. With the Humidex, it feels like 26. Winds light out of the west at 10 kilometers an hour. The pressure is dropping and the humidity is 49%. Out in traffic on this Monday afternoon, busy for folks headed westbound on Portage Avenue there in front of Pula Park towards St. James. Almost as busy by the looks of it for folks heading inbound toward downtown, but traffic, as you can see, is moving smoothly.
Under the sea, we're going to tell you how long a newly discovered shipwreck may have been laying at the bottom of the water. Taking a look at the markets today, crude oil added nearly $4. The Canadian dollar closed flat at 71.73 cents U.S. Gold gained $20. The TSX rose 77 points. The Dow Jones dropped 60 points, while the Nasdaq fell 85 points. A fast-moving wildfire in BC has claimed the life of an 80-year-old woman. She was trying to escape the Bald Range fire near Summerland. Penticton RCMP say the woman was evacuating from her home in Meadow Valley with a family member when she suddenly died. Another evacuee found her and reported her death in the early morning hours. Mounties believe the death was wildfire-related. The BC Coroner Service is investigating. No other wildfire-related death has been reported. Canadian trade officials are back in Washington today as the clock counts down to August 19th. That's the date new U.S. tariffs on Canadian goods are scheduled to take effect. Trade Minister Dominic LeBlanc and senior trade negotiators want Washington to back down on tariffs on a new list of Canadian products, including alcohol, dairy, and consumer goods. The government is facing pressure on the domestic front also. Sunday, Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre penned a letter to the Prime Minister demanding Mark Carney show backbone and stop conceding to American demands. Poilievre is demanding a win-win deal which would eliminate tariffs on Canadian softwood lumber, steel, aluminum, and cars. Divers off the coast of Sicily have discovered a 2,100-year-old Roman shipwreck. Divers from the Cultural Heritage Protection arm of a local police service made the discovery after a tip from some fishermen. The wreck is thought to date to between the 2nd and 1st centuries BCE. It was found 46 meters below the surface and was covered in well-preserved containers that were often used to transport wine. Italy's culture minister calls it one of the most important underwater archaeological discoveries of recent years.
You sure you want to do this, Scorpion? You think I'm Scorpion?
Swinging into the record books just how much money the new Spider-Man movie has made and who else is proving to be a bit of a superhero at the box office.
Have a news tip? When you see news happening, let CTV News Winnipeg know. Text your tips, pictures, and videos to 10400. That's 10400. Message and data rates may apply.
Is back now for Spotlight, and we begin today with a festival offering visitors a chance to explore a wide range of art forms.
That's right. Maybe you'll even discover the artist in yourself, Marilee, at a free event in Beausejour next week. The Bowhead Arts Festival is back for its 8th year, and it continues to grow. You can learn all about and meet the artists behind works such as paintings, watercolors, clay, glass, creative writing, theater, even film. And you can turn that inspiration into action at the art supply sale. The free event is happening over at the Pioneer Village Museum in Beausejour, August 21st and 22nd.
Now to some sad news out of Hollywood.
Right. Ben Jones, the actor best known for playing Cooter Davenport on the TV series The Dukes of Hazzard, has died.
What you doing attached to my truck like this?
In a social media post, his wife says Jones had a heart attack while waiting to watch his beloved Atlanta Braves play Sunday. Jones rose to fame starring as mechanic Cooter Davenport on The Dukes of Hazzard. After playing Cooter for all 7 seasons of the series from 1979 through 1985, Jones turned to politics. He was elected to Congress, serving 2 terms. Ben Jones was 84.
Well, it looks like Spider-Man is soaring to new heights at the box office.
Is it ever? Spider-Man Brand New Day continued its blistering pace in theaters. It collected another $144 million domestically over its 2nd weekend.
We're faced with a threat that can be anyone.
You sure you want to do this, Scorpion?
The Sony Marvel release has raked in a total of $1.67 billion worldwide in just 10 days of release. Domestically, no movie has racked up a higher total faster. That puts it on a trajectory to be among the biggest blockbusters of all time.
And Spider-Man isn't the only film bringing audiences out to the movie theater this summer.
Oh, no. Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey is also proving to be a crowd favorite. It's also crossed $1 billion worldwide.
Ithaca's king is coming back.
No, he's not.
Its 4th weekend, the Universal Pictures movie added another $31.5 million domestically to bring its global total across the $1 billion mark. This is director Christopher Nolan's first movie to reach that mark since 2012's The Dark Knight Rises. It now ranks as Nolan's biggest box office hit, not accounting for inflation, eclipsing both The Dark Knight Rises and 2009's The Dark Knight. Spider-Man Brand New Day, The Odyssey, has helped drive Hollywood to its best box office year since the pandemic. Ticket sales are running 18.5% ahead of last year. There have already been 5 $1 billion movies, more than any year since 2019. The 2 other were Michael and the Super Mario Galaxy movie.
Well, thanks for this, Colleen.
You're welcome. Your Monday primetime lineup kicks off at 7 with American Ninja Warrior, following at 9. Catch the quiz with balls. It's all right here tonight on CTV. Well, if you can, try to take a look through that camera lens there at Confusion Corner. Busy, but moving well in all the different directions you see down there. 24 degrees and cloudy right now, light winds. I will show you your full week's forecast coming up.
Women's clothing provided by RW & Company. Salon services provided by S&Teak Spa Salon.
Home to pyramids, the Sphinx, and fascinating ancient culture. We are heading back to Folklorama's Egyptian Pavilion, where CTV's Taylor Brock is standing by live. Taylor, what's going on now?
We are going to try to dance. What I say we and try, I'm going to try, and I have people who actually are able to do it behind and, well, really all around me here at the Egyptian Pavilion. As you can see, the music's just getting started. I'm going to try to stay on rhythm. Melissa, who is here with me. Melissa, can you tell me a little bit more about this first dance move I'm going to try?
So you are going to try Tanura, which is a whirling dervish dance. You have to put on a skirt and turn around with it and hope that you don't get too dizzy. So we're going to try it.
Okay, let's try to put this skirt on.
He's going to give us a little bit of a taste.
There we go. this is this is amazing that he is not dizzy.
And he does this for about 7 minutes in the show that we have. And in Egypt, you'll see dancers perform this for 30 minutes without stopping.
I'll be really lucky if I get 30 seconds. So I'm gonna attempt to try this. If he, or you know what, he's in the groove. Let's let's give it a go. Okay. All right, and I'm gonna have to hold on to this microphone here. Okay, so I'll step in. Oh boy, it is beautiful. Okay, we'll try to see if we can shimmy it up here. And we'll give that to Glenn for a second.
Just hold this.
Hold that.
Hold it tight.
Okay.
Spinning left. Don't look down. Look at the camera.
Okay. Thank you. You are experienced in people attempting and not doing well. Sorry. Okay, here we go. Aha.
My movement.
There we go. Thank you. I'm going to hold your hand for a minute.
Yes.
Okay. Whew. All right, I'm good now. Melissa, can you show me a move that will not make me spin like that?
Yes. We're gonna give you something that'll be a little bit easier.
Okay.
So something that we can do is with our arms, and we're just gonna move them like water, like we're waving.
Okay.
And then another one that's kind of fun is to shake our hips a little bit.
Okay. I'm very stiff.
You can get it. I mean, I saw that amazing tenora that you did, so. Okay. And we can try a little.
Okay.
Oh, it's the belly. You're ready for stage. You're ready
like
for stage. I love it.
This is easier. Well, thank you. Oh, boy. The Italian pavilion's going to be really jealous of this one. Oh, boy. So is this part possibly like, do people dance under while you're also spinning?
Yeah, I grab people, yeah.
Oh, wow, that's incredible. Well, I'm not getting on stage. I'm going to try to get my balance here for a minute. Marilee, we are still at the Egyptian Pavilion at 6 o'clock, so stay with us, and I will try to too.
You just get your balance. Thanks, Taylor. Let's check in.
Really, it's...
CTV Skywatch weather brought to you by South Beach Casino and Resort. Visit southbeachcasino.ca.
Taylor will be just fine. Now, so will the rest of the week weather-wise here in Winnipeg and across much of the province. Here in the south, pretty uneventful day. It's getting a little cloudier now. Just to the south of the international border, there looks like there's a line of non-severe thunderstorms passing through. Further off to the east, a few scattered showers over parts of northwestern Ontario, but closer to that border, really, it's just sort of cloudy here and there. Overall, temperatures have been seasonal for this time of year. What does that mean? Well, for Winnipeg, the normal high is still around 26 degrees. So we're at 24 right now. Back over the border in northwestern Ontario, Kenora there 22, also 22 in Steinbach, 23 degrees in Brandon and in Dauphin, and in the northern half of the province today, 20 right now in Thompson, 18 over in Lynn Lake. Now Churchill, 13 degrees. Now Churchill is one area in one of the most northern parts of the province that is under the influence of not just upper but lower pressure that's sort of persistently stuck over Hudson Bay. We were even talking about this back on Thursday and Friday last week. Well, it hasn't moved much, and consequently, neither have the scattered showers. And the expectation is that not just tonight, but over the course of the next few days, you will see intermittent scattered shower activity, particularly among those areas closer to the border with Nunavut, but even into parts of central Manitoba as we go throughout the next few days. Not so much tonight. Overnight, you can see that rain is pretty much focused along the coastline and then up along the border. But down here in the south, pretty clear skies overnight, light variable winds, a very uneventful weather night for Winnipeg in the south. We will take that for sure. We'll see some sunshine in the morning here in the Red River Valley, but as we go throughout the day, we'll see the clouds build up. You can see there's maybe a shower or two that pops across the south too as it scatters across central and northern parts of the province. Into Wednesday we go. Sunshine returns here to much of the south. Some showers continue over parts of the north, and into the afternoon you can see that's when the central region sort of gets swept up into those scattered showers that will be intermittent, as I mentioned, throughout the course of the next few days. 13 is our low tonight. Cloudy start to this Monday evening, clearing overnight. Light variable winds for much of the night. And tomorrow we'll get some sun in the morning, but the clouds build up pretty quickly. A high of 25 degrees. Winds at their strongest out of the north at 15 kilometers an hour, but really throughout the day the winds will remain pretty light. The UV index for tomorrow, which is Tuesday, for the city is 6 or high. Then we look at the long range forecast. It will be sunny as we get to Wednesday, Thursday. Both days a high of 24 degrees. 23 when we get to Friday. It's cloudy, but there is the chance that we could see some showers. There's a Bomber game too, so keep that in mind. So we'll watch this, of course, as we get closer to Friday. The possibility of showers at this point looks greater on Saturday, but it's not zero Friday. So point being is that things will be changing as we get closer to the weekend. 21 on Saturday, and then drier and warmer by the time we get to Sunday. This is a really stunning photo. This was taken by Ken north of St. Anne, and as beautiful as the sky is there, check out this beautiful Bengal cat that we're about to see. Here she is, Motown. Yeah, what a stunner. I'm not sure if Motown is a he or a she, but Motown is beautiful nonetheless. That photo is from Laura. They were out for a walk out at Assiniboine Forest here in Winnipeg. Send us your weather photos to winnipegweather@ctv.ca.
And only longevity medicine clinic, redefining health, performance, and aesthetics. Provivo.com.
Folklorama is known for its wide selection of traditional foods, and now you can get a tasty treat that helps keep Folklorama going.
Because we've been doing this for 3 years now, they wait for us to open up orders, and they're very excited to come get them.
The team at High Tea Bakery on Portage Avenue has been keeping up with the demand for state-of-the-art Folklorama desserts. A collaboration now in its 3rd year, staff designed costume-inspired cookies based on Folklorama's team choosing 6 pavilions to be presented in icing. This year, South Sudan, Punjab, El Salvador, Ukraine, Spain, and Japan cookies were made. Portions of the proceeds from these cookie sales are going to Folklorama's Cultural Preservation Fund. They almost look too good to eat.
They are very pretty.
Probably pretty tasty too, though.
I can vouch for that. They are.
All right. We're back at 6 o'clock with more local news. Hope to see you then.